my new bag, my bad. You ain't geese, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fact.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go now. 60 or. Pilot, 64. Wait. Go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
61. Matchbox right.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check your hot read. He's coming.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
Get ready.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Alert. Under crunch.
Now a handoff looking right. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say, 36.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at the big man rumble. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
132 fighter.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Alert flare! Alert flare! Flare!
Hey, lock it.
Whip! Watch the whip! Check! Check hot route!
Fournette running out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
Got it.
Scotland, 41's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Okay, ready?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Check 37! Check 37! Check!
A shotgun give to Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike, 47. Go, go, go. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch, switch, switch. 124. 4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go! 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Jet.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch, switch, switch.
Now.
Second and 11. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You don't want none, baby.
He'll look to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now back to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
41 Mike. It's been a long day for you. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch twins. Check 99. 54. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
24 down, he's coming. 59.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ready? 60 or.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Watch the edge.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3. SOS.
Looking to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 26, check 26.
Now they try the right side here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Set. 19.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check.
Hey, 59. 59.
Shift. Watch the shift. Kill. Put it on. Rest. Mike's 47.
Watson off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the run. Check.
Hey, 31.
Joker. Shoot. Spot.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Hey, alert 3.
24 is down, he's coming.
44.
54. Hey, 59.
Take 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Reception. 19. 44. Hey, here I come. 54. Here I come. Here I come. Check three.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Sign him up.
Right back to him on first down. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Here's the 2nd and 7. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Undercrush. Look at me. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can't stop me.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Check 41. Crunch time, defense. Safe. 36.
They'll set up to throw. Sharks got it, left side. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Look at me, zipper.
They're going to look to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pull it high. Now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get this. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9.
Yes. Get it.
Fournette running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Switch.
Hey. Leo. Lee Griffin.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Lucky. Kill. Slam.
Check. Rock it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the line of rope.
Here's Watson, option left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming
No
again.
gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This is it. 18. 47. Check, check. 47. Come on, come on. Check. Line of rope.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'm going to hit you all day,
baby. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hustle.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. He'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. And Charles, in this one,
y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.